So in this video, I want to explain why Prismatic Evolutions is going to keep going up in value even though it is already very expensive. A lot of people have this theory that since Prismatic Evolutions out the gate is already so expensive, there's no way it can keep getting more expensive. However, with how things are now, there's the rip and ship thing. There's a lot of people right now that are willing to spend a lot of money to gamble, because that's kind of how it is right now, whether you like it or not. People have a lot of money to spend and they want to gamble to chase these cards. And with Prismatic Evolutions, we are seeing a lot of people complain about pull rates. And what does that do? That just drives more gamblers to Prismatic Evolutions to try to hit it big. And I haven't even mentioned this before, but I think you all know there's God packs, demigod packs, and all these things. So there's just a lot going for the set. So although right now it is very expensive out the gate, I think it's just going to keep going up. And I think a big indicator of that is the release day of Prismatic Evolutions and how many people really saw with their own eyes how bad the supply issue was and how many people there were out there trying to get this product. We haven't seen this sort of thing since 2021. And we are seeing it with Prismatic Evolutions. And this is a big change from Surging Sparks, because Surging Sparks did not have this huge amount of people going out on release day trying to hunt. That wasn't really much of a thing. It wasn't big news like it is with Prismatic Evolutions. So this just shows something about this set, that it is just super popular. And you will see here as I go through all these products, a lot of these did dip on release day, and maybe they'll stay here for another week. I've told you guys this, the first week all prices and everything, they're kind of just very volatile, they'll fluctuate. But we are already seeing bounce back from the release day, and I'm recording this at the very end of the release day. It's almost midnight now, if you're wondering, on release day. So by the time you're seeing this, it's in the morning of the next day, the day after release. But this amount of product that was sold today shows there's something special about this set and how strong it is and how many people are willing to pay these prices. Because I know a lot of people, don't like these prices. They say, who's going to pay these? Nobody's going to open them. I've seen a lot of people open up Prismatic Evolutions, and we're seeing a lot of people buy Prismatic Evolutions at market price. So first here, with Elite Trainer boxes, like I said, this is being recorded at the end of release day. Right now, the cheapest listing is now over $120 already. Because I think we all saw it, Prismatic, just normally trainer boxes, actually at some point, they were selling for $100 on TCG Player and also on eBay. But guys, they're all sold out already. Obviously, more people can list, but so far throughout the day, I haven't seen any of those. In the beginning of the day, there were some listings for those prices. They're all gone now. Now the cheapest everywhere that I've been finding is $120. So it already bounced. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but guys, it was literally the first day. It dropped and went back up the same day. Surging Sparks didn't do that. Surging Sparks dropped from MSRP to $150. So it dropped $10. And it was $150 for a day, then it went back to MSRP. And for a week, it was kind of the same price, and then it went up. Prismatic Evolutions, the exact same day, dropped and went back up. The exact same day. And look how many boxes sold at these prices. I want to emphasize this. I know a lot of people, I think, I saw a comment, and I think it's very true. I think partially what had to do with the amount of sales today on TCG Player was the sheer amount of people that went out to try to actually find this stuff, but couldn't find any. Because there's definitely a lot of people that were waiting to take their chance to go out, on release day to find product. And the amount of comments I got in my videos when I talked about, the release day situation, the amount of comments I got from you guys that just showed the problems with supply, the evil scalpers, and just there being none on the shelves, it shows something. And I think people that really were taking that chance realized, okay, I waited and it didn't work out. So do I just wait, for that reprint, whatever they're going to talk about, now with Pokemon saying with their statement, or am I just going to buy now? Because now it's dipped from 150 to at the, in the morning of the release, to very low 100s. Do I just pay up? And a lot of people seem to do that because all those boxes are now sold. Let's look at the sales, guys. 1,400 Elite Trainer boxes at 120. Average market price 1400. And there were a lot of people that were saying, obviously this is the first day, it's going to be the most sales out of any day that this set is out. But there were a lot of people saying that no, who's going to buy these at these prices? But I mean, this shows something. People are willing to spend even just double MSRP for this product on release day. It shows something with the strength of this market. And when you actually look here, it's going to rebound very quickly. I suspect, the day that this is posted, there's still going to be a high amount of sales for this product. Obviously not going to be as extreme. But guys, look at the supply. There are some sellers that have a lot that have listed. So obviously that's going to hinder, some of the growth, whatever. But it quickly goes to 130 here. Like if you look at this whole page, this is less than 100 boxes, right? You go to the second page, obviously more people list every single day. People are flipping these. But it quickly goes to 130 again. And if you just keep going, you can see, a lot of these, sellers do have a good amount. But it's quickly rebounding to 130. And if this selling rate continues, obviously it's not going to be at 1400. But if it's at least a few hundred boxes every single day, which I think is possible based on, the amount of, popularity around the set and the cards inside the set. I mean, I see this in a week from now. I think it might just go back up to 150 in a week to where it was on pre-orders. Even with all these flippers and people, I think it's still going to happen. And honestly, I think a big thing too is I think it's a little bit different with Prismatic than Surging Sparks, is that a lot of people that did go out on release day or whatever to try to find product actually weren't able to find products. So I think there might be actually maybe, less of that amount of people like listing stuff. Obviously people that got their pre-orders could also list their stuff too in I guess in that way, flip them. But I think a lot of people that were trying to scalp and stuff, they didn't probably get much because like there just wasn't much out there. And even the binder collections, I'm pretty sure at one point during the first day, these were actually going for high 50s, low 60s. They're already at $70 again. These I think topped out at what? $80. And it's already bouncing back. Lowest is $70. These ones I think will continue to climb. You can see here actually the amount of listings they have. There's actually not many until it hits the mid 70s. It actually goes up to, I mean, there's some sellers that have a lot, but yeah, a lot of these have quickly rebounded the same day. Like a lot of these dropped and they're already back up. Now, some of these other products, they're kind of the same as they were because they're not as popular products. Poster collections, still $36. They were, $50 at one point on pre-order. They're still $36. Still, all these products, if you look how many were sold today, just an extreme amount. So a lot of people did flip these. And the text sticker collections, same thing with the posters. They're not as popular as obviously the binder collections or the Elite Trainer boxes. But these are $36. They did drop a good amount. The Sylveons at one point were $50, but now they're $36. But, in time, I expect all these to just keep going up because obviously, like I said, the first week there's a lot of flippers. We're seeing the more popular products already rebound. But these other ones, they will catch up as, the popular products, when they go up in value, the price per pack is higher. These other less popular products will follow in suit and just fall lag behind because of just the price per pack. So all these, I think, are going to be the same thing. They're just not as popular, so they are cheaper than the other products. Now, I want to show you guys this because, I know these sales and stuff in the first week. I know they don't really mean much. But at the same time, it shows something about the set. And I've talked about this before, like Surging Sparks. When the set came out, the Pikachu SIR was only like $300. It peaked all the way to like 600 and then it leveled out at 450. Guys, I know this is literally, there's not much sales data on TCG Player because you can see the market price right now says 1600. Because if you look at sales, you can see how many sold. There was 3 sold near mint, 1 for 1500, 1 for 1400, 1 for 2000, and for lightly played, there's one at 1700, 1 sold for 1000. So obviously it's not much sales data to go on, but the fact that people even spent that money shows something. And I'm going to show you here on eBay with the Umbreon how many people are actually buying these. Obviously, I think a lot of this has to do with people trying to make grade plays and grading plays and those things. But that's not the only expensive card. Like, I want to show you guys the depth of this set. Like, I know these sales data and these market prices, they're not accurate because we don't have enough, actual data. But the fact that they're even selling at this price, guys. I mean, even if these things drop like 25%, like these cards and the amount of expensive cards in the set is extreme. Like, just look at this page. So it just shows that, you kind of, and I've explained this before, you kind of get what you pay for. Because with Prismatic Evolutions, yes, it's very expensive, but it has a lot of expensive cards. So it's like, you can say, like a set like Shrouded Fable, right? It's another specialty set in Scarlet and Violet. They're very cheap, right? But why is that? It's because there's no huge chase cards, the value in the set. But, with Prismatic, why is it expensive? It's because the value of the cards. Obviously, we're going to have to wait a little bit to see where these numbers stabilize. But even just on release and seeing these sales for these cards, I'm telling you, they will go down. I don't doubt that. But just out the gate, it's showing a lot of strength. Now, like I said, I didn't want to go on eBay because TCG Player doesn't have that many sales. For a lot of these, new, like brand new sets, a lot of these more expensive cards will be sold on eBay. Look at these prices. Like, I only showed you 5 sales on TCG Player for this Umbreon, right? But look at eBay. Look how many are being sold. $2,000. Just a ton. Like, it's not just a few. Like, not like TCG Player. Look at this. So, like I said, all these numbers, yes, they are probably inflated. But the fact that this volume is being sold of this card anywhere from $1,500 to over $2,000, I don't even care. I don't care it's release day. I know they're inflated, but guys, this didn't happen with Surging Sparks. This didn't happen with any other set. This is crazy. So, just for all these reasons I've showed you, the selling rate, the fact that these products rebounded the same day, and we're seeing these sales for these cards that are in the thousands. I don't see how Prismatic Evolutions won't keep going up. Obviously, there was the news with the statement Pokemon made that they're going to print the stuff. I think if we're all being reasonable here, that reprint, whatever they're talking about, is probably going to come in a couple months. I would say there's no way it's coming in a month from now. Surging Sparks is getting reprinted next month. I don't think they're going to have Surging Sparks and Prismatic reprint at the exact same time. I don't think they have time for that. Then also the Journey Together set. So I would suspect probably if they do, put more supply out there and do the print thing, it'll probably be a few months. And I don't see how this doesn't keep going up during that time. So just wanted to show you guys this. I know, yes, I'm reporting on stuff, on data where it's early, I understand. But I want to emphasize the point that this shows something. Although this stuff is probably inflated, the fact that it's selling like this shows something. So that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think, or how long it's going to take for these Elite Trainer boxes to hit $200. Because the fact that it was already selling for $150 on pre-order and now it's dipped, down to $125, for it to hit $200. If I'm gonna give you my honest opinion, I think it could take maybe I would say a month. I'd give it a month. That's just my opinion. Maybe I sound crazy for that, but a month from now, thinking about the supply issues and if this Umbreon stays at least at $1,000, I think 200 is reasonable. I think that's reasonable in my opinion. So that's all I want to talk about today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.